Have you ever seen an animal that feels like it forgot to follow the rules of Earth? It has blue blood, 3 hearts, 8 arms, skin that can change colour like a living screen, a body so soft it can squeeze through tiny cracks, and a brain that is not just sitting in one place, and because a huge part of its nervous system is spread through its arms. Now be honest, if this creature was discovered on another planet, would we call it an animal, or would we call it an alien? That is why people became obsessed with one strange question: are octopuses actually alien? The answer is no. But the reason people even ask that question is more interesting than the question itself, because octopuses are not alien because they came from space. They feel alien because evolution built them in a way that is completely different from us. Humans think from one main control room, the brain. Your brain sends a message, your hand follows. Your brain decides, your body obeys. But an octopus is different. A large part of its neurons are in its arms. That does not mean each arm has a tiny human-like brain. But it does mean the arms are not just dead ropes waiting for orders. They can explore, they can taste, they can touch, they can react, and they can perform complicated movements with surprising independence. Imagine if your hand could search inside a bag while your brain was busy looking somewhere else. That is the kind of weird intelligence an octopus has, and this is where the alien feeling begins. When we look at dogs, cats, monkeys, or dolphins, we can still see something familiar. A face, a body, eyes that look back at us, emotions we think we understand. But an octopus, it has no bones like us, no familiar face, no warm-blooded mammal body, no arms that work like our arms, no skeleton holding everything in a fixed shape. It is almost like a living liquid with problem-solving skills. And because it has no bones, except hard parts like its beak, an octopus can squeeze into spaces that look impossible. If the opening is big enough for the hard beak to pass through, the soft body can often follow. That alone sounds like science fiction. But then comes the skin. An octopus does not just wear camouflage, it becomes camouflage. Its skin contains special cells that help it change colour and pattern. Some octopuses can also change the texture of their skin, making themselves look rough, smooth, rocky, or almost invisible against the ocean floor. 1 second, it looks like a rock. The next second, it becomes sand. Then it flashes dark, pale, striped, spotted, or warning colours. For humans, hiding means wearing something. For an octopus, hiding means becoming the background. That is not just strange, that is almost unfair. And then there is the blood. Our blood is red because it uses iron-based hemoglobin to carry oxygen. Octopus blood is blue because it uses a copper-based protein called hemocyanin. This helps transport oxygen in cold or low-oxygen ocean environments. So now we have a creature with blue blood, 3 hearts, changing skin, flexible arms, no bones, and a nervous system spread through its body. At this point, calling it alien is not even surprising. It is almost polite. But here is the twist. Octopuses are not from another planet. They are mollusks. That means they are part of the same huge animal group as snails and clams. Yes, somewhere on the giant tree of life, a snail and an octopus are distant relatives. One became slow, shelled, and simple-looking. The other became a soft-bodied ocean genius that can open jars, solve puzzles, remember places, use tools, escape tanks, and disappear into the background. Evolution is not a straight line from simple to human. Evolution is more like a million experiments happening at once, and the octopus is one of Earth's strangest experiments. But then, in 2018, the octopus alien idea became even more famous. A controversial scientific paper suggested that some parts of life on Earth might have been influenced by material from space. This idea is connected to panspermia, which is the hypothesis that life, or life-related material, could travel through space on comets or meteorites. The paper even discussed cephalopods, the animal group that includes octopuses, and speculated about a possible cosmic connection. And the internet did what the internet always does. It took a complicated, controversial idea and turned it into, scientists say octopuses are aliens, but that is not what we can honestly say. There is no solid evidence that octopuses came from space. No octopus spaceship, no alien eggs confirmed in a meteor, no proof that their intelligence was imported from another planet. The better scientific answer is much more grounded. Octopuses evolved here, on Earth. But they evolved so differently from us that they make Earth itself feel alien, and that is the real magic. Because when we imagine intelligent life, we usually imagine something human-shaped. A big head, 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs, maybe green skin, maybe a weird voice. Basically, we imagine ourselves with a costume change. But the octopus destroys that idea. It tells us that intelligence does not need to look human. It does not need bones. It does not need a face we understand. It does not need hands like ours. It does not even need one central brain controlling everything like a king. Intelligence can be soft, it can be silent, it can crawl across the ocean floor on 8 curious arms, and maybe that is why octopuses feel so unsettling. They are not scary because they are monsters. They are scary because they are proof that a mind can exist in a body completely unlike ours. They remind us that if life on Earth can become this strange, then life on another planet could be even stranger. Maybe aliens will not look like humans at all. Maybe they will not speak with mouths. Maybe they will not walk on legs. Maybe they will think with their whole body. So are octopuses aliens? No. But they are the closest reminder that Earth has its own aliens. Creatures born here, shaped here, evolved here. Yet so strange that they make us question what intelligence can even look like. The octopus did not come from space. It came from the ocean. And somehow that is even more amazing. Because it means Earth is already weird enough to create something that feels impossible. Not alien, just beautifully, terrifyingly, wonderfully Earth-made.